Tiny little bit of white over here that I spilled on this edge. That is not how you do that, Lowko. Okay. Now we just have to fix the red. Because it's a bit messy right now. I hope the red covers quite well. It's on top of white, so it should cover quite nicely, I guess. How many layers of paint can I do before it becomes an actual noticeable thickness? Probably quite a few, I would imagine. Turns out the red into blood and... Yeah, exactly. No, I've been practicing. Okay. I think that's okay for the top section. Definitely gonna need to do white again over there, but we're getting closer. Okay. Okay. Eventually there will be a Lowko and Kalaris paint along. Dude, when suddenly one day you convince everybody to move to Poland somehow. Somehow Poland is the place to be. You almost got Roddy, really? It was a while back. Well, Poland seems like a pretty great place to live, man. European Union also makes it very easy to move there if you wanted to. At least if I wanted to right now. I guess if you're in the UK it might be a little trickier, but probably still not super complex. You're trying to move to Germany? Am I mocking Brexiters? No. But what I'm saying is, I kind of get it that if you live in the UK, you really fucking hate Brexit and you really don't have to live in the UK. At some point you're like, what the fuck all of this, I'm leaving. You pay a lot in taxes. You don't really particularly like the place. Cost of living in Poland is significantly cheaper. Big country, good food, lower taxes. You're not really dependent on living in the UK. I mean, yeah, kind of makes sense. I would love to see a Roddy miniature painting. I don't think that's ever going to happen though. That sounds really fun. What's up, Malvarot? You are mocking Brexiteers? Yeah. Can imagine it's very frustrating. One nice advantage of Brexit is that in the Netherlands there used to be a bunch of political parties that were also kind of mumbling about a Nexit. And they have all magically shut up. So, you know, that's one positive outcome. I would like to think that people in the Netherlands would never actually vote in favor of something like that, but you never know, man. Yeah. Poland was considering a Brexit or a Polexit. My God. I don't follow politics very much, but I would imagine Poland has benefited from the European Union quite a bit. Why are these fucking bottles not closing properly, man? What's the best way to fix that? There's a couple of my bottles here that I have that don't want to close properly. I want to do that later. I don't want to do it right now. Hit it? I don't know about that. Finland had the best name for it? Fix it? Yeah, I should clear out the ring a little bit better. Not you accept the Citadel models suck, or the bottles, yeah. So I know they kind of like, I have already cleaned out a few of them around the rim and a little bit over here too. I did clean a bunch of them out. I used like, I have one of these, so you see how it's like not fully closed over there? I have one of these thing that I use for filing down the minis when I built them. And that seems to be a pretty handy tool for cleaning them out. But yeah, get empty army painter bottles? I don't have empty army painter bottles, man. I've never emptied a bottle. Oh, you can buy empty ones? I actually like, so I actually kind of like the bottles for contrast paints. For these though, I don't see an advantage. But like transferring everything to dropper bottles also seems like a pain in the dick. Unless I'm mistaken, but I feel like that's... Yeah, but too thin coats is substantially more expensive. It's like literally like 50% more expensive over here. Plus, not as easy to come by. But I would give too thin coats a try. Hire an intern to do it for you? Do you want to be my intern, Fear Dragon? Unpaid, obviously. I will pay you in exposure. Would that exposure be indecent? I don't think so. It's unpaid, but I have to fly you out? Oh, shit. Rafi would actually do it too, man. If I give Fear Dragon flights, he would be on the flights. I'm like 50, I'm not, no, probably like 80% sure. Yeah, he would just show up. Maysam, what's up? Thank you very much. Just for the meme, you would show up, transfer my paints, and then leave. I feel like it wouldn't be as easy to transfer the paints. It would take a while. Dude, this fucking white line around the red cross, it is not my favorite part of this mini so far. Maybe I should have never started it, but we're doing it now anyways. Okay. At some point, I'll just have to call it good enough, I guess. All right. What do you guys think of the cross on the chest? I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm also about this close to the mini, right? Which probably does not help. I want to fix a little bit more at the bottom, actually. I want this to be a sharper point. Ah, dang it. What's going on, Raycor? How are you, man? It's been a while since I've seen your name in the chat, I feel like. Is this a tier 3 unit? I don't know. I don't know anything about the game. I didn't even know there were unit tiers. A lot of stress. Studying is harder than expected. Studying can definitely be hard, man. I feel like I never loved studying. I was always kind of decent at learning for tests and shit, but I never really truly was excited about it. It's a bit of a shame. It's all right. Fuck me. I'm gonna keep doing this until I die. Fix the red, fix the black, fix the white, fix the white, fix the black, fix the red, fix the... That's gonna be me for the rest of my life. You got aircon in the workshop? Let's go, dude. Did you get one of those mobile units? Yeah. I don't have aircon in this room. I do have it in the other streaming room. This has accidentally become a streaming room, don't tell Lauren. Actually, this is not really a streaming room. You guys want to see what this is? I've showed this before on stream. This is a laundry room, chat. This is where we hang dry our laundry. Which is why the camera angle is exactly the way that it is. It's the kids' room? Yeah, if I had kids, this could be a kids' room, yeah. Right now it's mostly my cat's room, which are basically my kids. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it a day with this. I'm gonna fix up the little black, and then we're done. I feel like in like 50 years, every home in the Netherlands will have AC. It's very rare these days, but it is a bit of a game changer. Okay, I said I was done, I'm not. You hate AC? I like AC a lot. The only problem is now when it's warm and I don't have AC, I can't sleep properly. Like you get used to it. You have a Mortarion? Is that the big flyby? Or the big wingy dude with the sight? That is one hell of a mini, dude. I think that's the one, right? You don't need AC? Well, you basically live in the North Pole. Okay. I start knowing Warhammer mini names? Yeah. Okay. I think I'm okay with the cross now. I could keep on messing around with it, but I think I'm gonna call this cross on the chest done. Mostly. I hope. Please don't let me continue that, because I'm gonna make it worse.
Applied. What we're now going to do is we're going to go back to Evil Sun Scarlet. I'm going to use this to paint some little designs on these shields.
Right.
So on this one here, the front facing one, what we want to do is we want to paint a little chevron.
That's risky, bro. You want me to do a little chevron? A little bit of freehanding? I'm sure I can do that really well.
Paint. And so with that now.
So he did a little cross on the one, then a little...
And this one. And so with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some white scar.
Okay, I can give that a shot, I guess. I can easily cover that up if I don't want to. I do think it adds something kind of nice. Plus I've got a little bit of Evil Sun Scarlet Red over here. I think I'll try and do a very basic design. Then I'll fill in the entire top section red. Does that look super lame? I don't know. Just a super basic little thingy. Now what about the one right below that though? Okay. I think I'll try and do like a straight line on the other one. Is that lame? I don't like that. I think I'm gonna fill it in. Now I'm currently reading the 4th book of the Horus Heresy, and Mortarion is all over that guy, or is all over that one in that book. He seems like a pretty cool dude. I think that's what we're gonna do. Nothing happens to him, so he just magically gets wings. That's cool, dude. I would like to have wings one day. So if you're saying I do nothing and then at some point, I might grow wings myself. What sort of thing do I want to do on this one? Maybe like a diagonal line or something. I think that'll do. And then there's also a little thingy right over here, although I didn't actually make this one white apparently. I think I'm also just gonna fill this one in. Maybe do some white highlights instead. Hey, what's going on, Sebas? Thanks, man. Glad you enjoy. It seems like I'm the only one that's reading the Horus Heresy books before reading any of the others. Like, it kind of reads, like, you can definitely read them like that, but it kind of feels like you are supposed to know a little bit of the backstory. Like, not really supposed to know, but I don't really know what happens to Mortarion. And I feel like a lot of the story is like, hey, by the way, this is the origin story of, for example, Horus, or for example, Mortarion right now. And I have no idea. It's like the villain origin story or whatever. But I don't know what the ultimate situation with that guy is going to be. All the Warhammer books feel like that? You need to read all the books in order to read the other... Okay, alright. Because I'm enjoying it, but I do kind of feel sometimes that I'm missing something that is supposed to be common knowledge, you know? Because so many of the different characters get introduced and I'm like, I have no idea which one of you is important. There's a guy called Lucius. Is Lucius important? Turns out Lucius is probably very important, yes. But I have no idea. Be nice if the author put like a little asterisk right next to the important characters, you know? That way I could figure it out. Lucius is, he's not very nice. No, he doesn't seem to be very nice. He likes himself quite a bit.
I use this to highlight the white details. Just like this. So with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to move on. We're going to take some Screaming Skull. I'm going to use this to highlight all of our bone and parchment details.
All of the bone and the parchment. Okay.
With those bone and parchment details now highlighted, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to his face. And, well, consequently the skin on the servitor.
Luckily I don't have to do that, chat.
The first colour we use is just on his face. The first colour is Wildwood.
So we use a little bit of Screaming Skull. Actually need to do a little bit of fixing on the helmet. I'm also gonna have to relayer little bits of the bronze later. Got a little bit of a smudge. That's a classic. Painting Dark Angel's armor with Warpaint Fanatic is great, yeah? It seems like they're pretty amazing bang for buck, man. If you buy a set like that though, don't you feel like you miss a bunch of colors? Because I guess you can supplement with your other colors, but seems like a lot of the paints are there's so many mini painting brands now, but it seems like pretty much all of them are fine. I guess the competition is so good that like all of the popular ones are all good enough. Before buying the Fnatic, you had like 100 different pots and colors. Yeah, exactly. I think I want to do a little bit of Apothecary White. You use like 12 colors? Yeah. Dylan is a paint mixer, dude. Absolute mad lad. Seems like there's a lot of different ways of painting things. And the way people like to approach it. Wonder if I can do some shading like this. I just apply the apothecary white on each of like... It's a little more forgiving. Like a windmill. I think that'll actually add a little bit of gray. Should be good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of nice. I want to add it over this entire thing because it's much too bright for my liking. My cats don't really care about the paints. No, they don't really like it much. They don't like things that smell. Everything gets the sniff test. Many things do not pass the sniff test. Okay. I don't remember the color.
And this one. Details.
Screaming Skull? I don't think I have that one. Oh, I do actually. I was gonna say. Dog hair on models?
Those bone and parchment details now highlighted.
Yeah, so my cats are currently doing their annual shedding, which takes a couple weeks. I think they're mostly done actually, but once a year they shed all of their winter coat. And it's noticeable. What's going on, Mr. Wardy? How are you, man? Good to see you, man. Wardy is also raiding us? Ay, 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 ay. Welcome, Wardy viewers. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much, Wardy. Appreciate that, man. Casual Wardy raid. Welcome, everybody. I am doing a little bit of miniature painting, which has been my most recent obsession. I've been liking it a lot. It's been really fun. I started a couple months ago at this point, or like 3 months ago maybe. I'm currently painting a miniature called Helbrecht. High Marshal Helbrecht from the Black Templar. I don't play the game. I don't care about playing the game. But I am enjoying the painting of it a lot. Maybe at some point I'll try the game. Thank you very much, Mr. Wardy. Appreciate that. This is the base of Helbrecht. I'm currently at the highlighting stage, which means that we are getting to the point actually where I'm gonna be wrapping this thing up, I guess. I mean, not yet, but... adding a couple of little touch-ups here on some of the ribs. Have I thought about painting Battletech minions? I don't know what a Battletech minion would be, Blummer. What is a Battletech minion? Like one of the big machines? Like a Titan? The Stompy robots? I have not yet painted one of those. I would like to, definitely. Oh, it's a different brand. Ah, okay, okay. I see. Sorry, I misunderstood. Not Warhammer. Ah, gotcha. I mean, I really like the Warhammer miniatures, but it's not like I'm married to Warhammer. Gonna add little highlights as well to the servitors. I do like the Warhammer universe quite a bit. It's kind of fun. At this point in time. I don't know how I feel about it in a couple weeks, but... Lowko doesn't know how close he was to death by enraged fans. Wait, I was? I didn't know that either. Oh, for mixing up the franchises. Ooh, dangerous. Nah, seems like most of the hardcore Warhammer fans are old men, you know, so everybody's kind of chill about it these days. Maybe as angsty teenagers they would have come to the rescue, but right now they're letting it slide. He does this regularly, like when he tells me Gandalf uses the Force. Gandalf does use the Force, dude. If you're saying Gandalf is a wizard, right? Then why the fuck does he use a sword? That's a bit lame, no? I do like confusing Dumbledore with... little tiny highlights. Don't have to go too crazy on the serves, I don't think. Actually, he's an Istari? I know, I know. He's not even a real wizard. How lame. Did you get your grocery list? Even in the Harry Potter, even in the Lord of the Rings books, Gandalf is not necessarily explained that well, to be honest. I think I'm actually gonna start adding a little bit of the Stirland mud, which I like a lot. It just takes a long time to dry, relatively. This is for the base of the Mini. She told you to stop messing with her board? Ay, ay, ay. Am I angering fandoms? Always, always. This is stuff that dries up like a mud. It takes a while to dry. Not actually that much negative space on this particular Mini. Relatively little. Gotta push it all the way in there. underneath the skeleton, to clarify. Don't want to mess it up. Okay. I like this little tool, but it's also a bit annoying sometimes. Maybe I just need to be a little more aggressive with it. There we go. I tried to be very precise with it, but it's kind of impossible because we're literally just using like a little stirring stick. It is basically a stirring stick. Da, 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 da. I was using a brush for this the first time around and I absolutely fucked it up. Like these paints, they dry in a very cool way where they create different effects. But they are not... I used a very cheap brush. But it was very messed up afterwards. I did not want to form a point or anything like that ever again. So I kept it around for a tiny bit longer. And then at some point I tried to get glue into a little spot. And I looked around me, I was like, oh shit, I need to get glue somewhere in there. Because I need to be kind of fast. And that brush, the one that was already fucked for me using the technical paints, that brush was the perfect candidate. After that final surface, I had to throw it out. Yeah, exactly. I want to dry brush this, but it takes a while to dry, you know. So I want to dry brush the entire base in one go, because I think it looks really nice. Basically the same thing I've done on all the other minis. But the problem is that this stuff takes a while to dry, and I can't dry brush until it's dry. So I figured I'll try and do it now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this mini today, but it seems like Mr. Warhipster is gonna spend a lot of time on the face, which I don't really need to do, because I decided to go with the helmeted version. So maybe. This is Sterling Mud, yes. I used Sterling Mud as well on the base of this one. So I dry brushed the Sterling Mud after it was dried, which creates like a kind of a nice texture. I think this looks good. So trying to do something somewhat similar here too. I don't know if Dylan is still here, but do you use any of those technical paints, or do you just use mostly the sandy textures and whatnot that you glue onto it? It's a bit of a different method, I guess. I don't paint nearly as much as you, so these little bottles do last me a while, but I can imagine if you paint a ton, these technical paints, you do go through them quite quickly. They run out fast when you're building armies. Yeah, exactly. I can imagine. Because some of the minis have a ton of negative space. Like on this one, it's not that bad. But some of the minis have relatively large bases and then a lot of negative space on it, so you kind of end up filling a lot. It does get a little bit costly if you want to do it on everything, I guess. Okay. Better to buy big tubs of other producers? Yeah, exactly. That's what yeah. Silly that they don't sell this in a larger tub. I figured I'll give it a shot. I've never finished this. I've never finished one of these bottles, so I didn't really look at the alternatives yet, but there seem to be quite a few good ones. Citadel used to do water pots for paints that were coffee cups. That's funny. No, this is a cutting board. It's a, like one of those cutting mats. Not a cutting board, but like a cutting mat. So I don't fuck up my table. A cheapo one from Amazon. That didn't have a ton of obnoxious branding on it. Okay. Not the easiest paint to work with. If you want to do it at least somewhat tidy. Okay. Tiny little bit remaining over on this side, and then we'll let it dry. And we can do maybe some dry brushing later. Although I think this sometimes takes like an hour or so to dry minimum, maybe longer than that, so may have to wait until next time. Yeah, it probably takes a while. Oh, snap, was I lagging? Is it good now? Are we lagging still? Oof. It doesn't show me dropping any frames. Although I did drop a couple just now, I think. It doesn't show me dropping frames at the moment, though. Are we good? Did I disconnect? Nobody's talking? Ah, did I lose? Okay, no, we're fine. I'm sorry you had to miss me for like 3 seconds, sysadmin. Yeah, I'm downloading loads of porn. Sorry. No, it's just the Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi internet when I stream in this setup, which is suboptimal. I think that's what they call suboptimal. Okay. I did all the way around. A little bit more over here on the edge. I scooped a little much. No, I didn't scoop enough. Okay. Okay. You can see some of it already started drying. So it looks a lot more muddy, which I think looks nice. And then when we dry brush it, it will all tie together quite well. It should anyways.